So basically, I saw a title on a video which didn't have much information, unfortunately. I liked what it had subject matter wise, but I'll look into that later. It was titled Artificial Wombs, and it sparked story time, basically, is what I'm going to call it. I'm going to tell you a story. There were two families, Family A and Family B. Family A wanted a baby, Family B did too. Now, Family A had money. They kind of came from money or married into money, depending on who you're coming from. Family B, both partners worked different times of their lives and honestly kind of steady. They might not have had all the money in the world, but they worked for what they had and they were happy. They were thankful. Because Family A was kind of born into it, they kind of had a sense of entitlement attached. Every single member of Family A. In Family B, the father was just protective of what he had built. You can obviously tell which family I favor or am biased towards, but in a minute you'll see why. So both these families wanted babies, but they weren't able to conceive. The first family goes, pays the money, gets to a doctor who artificially inseminates her. They make sure that they have a baby of their blood because that's what they want. That's what's important to them. So that's what they get. And the second family, they don't have the money for that. However, somebody offers them, because they're unable to care for the baby, their own child. And at this time, it's a time when the government helped more than they hindered. They didn't get involved in certain things and stop good things from happening so that they could profit. This was a time when this was able to happen, and it did happen. So they both got their babies. Family A had a child and Family B had their child. Different, but they were both happy and they had their babies. Later on in life, remember what I told you, what's important to each. And I guess it goes deeper because I don't know all of their little tidbits, but basically, Family A, you can tell by just being around them, they've got the kind of, they really like money. And Family B, the father likes to make money. But he's really not like them unless he's around them. Family B's child, the one that was adopted, actually busts butt when working. Helps the family when he can because he wants to. Family A's child boasts on money, so gets fired from jobs. So her family buys her businesses that eventually she gets tired with some of them. You know, Family B, the child only had one opportunity because the father had built He didn't have money to buy all these different jobs for his child. He had built what he had built. And that boy, his son, knew that worked very well. Very well. My point is, overall, I know these people, these families I'm telling you about. Open your heart to other people sometimes. Thank you for everybody who adopts. And besides this story, my grandmother and father were legally adopted. I wasn't legally adopted, but like, it would be illogical for me to not believe in my father, just like people who say they haven't seen things that are supernatural. It would be illogical for them to believe. It would be, I'm like the flip side, I guess, of that. I feel like it would be extremely disloyal to pretend that I don't believe after I've seen the things I've seen. What I'm saying is, the person who adopted, I feel like they got more. And the person who was pushing it with science, maybe they weren't supposed to have a kid. Maybe they were supposed to help somebody else. I'm not saying if you're in that situation, adopt, don't have a child. That's not necessarily what I'm saying, even though if you're in that position and you consider it, I would say consider adoption, but I'm really saying open your heart and thank you to those who adopt. And you know, it's ironic because people will spend a lot of money to get what they want because they think that's what they want, thinking that in the long run they're making an investment. When you can get handed something that's going to be more loyal, less asking you for everything, more independent, helpful. Like, it's funny, some people they're trying to create a way out, but they create entrapments. And some people are trying to adopt just to love, and they get so much more than, you know, I mean, don't get me wrong. When people are growing up, they're little boogers, so people pay their dues. But what I'm saying is, I'm really thankful to have seen a lot of things I've seen. It's given me realizations that, I don't know, I don't find a lot of people talking about certain things. So, you know, I let people want what they want. Not everybody's going to listen to you, even. So, that's fine. I'm just intrigued with how Source works. Anyway, I hope y'all have a great one.